Well, I missed a quarter. I have been watching since the start of the. Let me see if this works. Why am I muted? Yeah, okay. I did start watching from the second quarter at the very beginning of the second quarter. I've been setting up the stream since then, and now I'm here. I told you I'd be late. I did say it's 8:36 a.m. currently. So apparently Sydney had quite a good lead. Not anymore, clearly. It was 26-0 at one point. Jeez. 32-12, 38-18. Well then. Lloyd. I expected this to be a close game, and so far it is. Well, it wasn't at one point, but it is getting there. I already missed 4 Golden Year contenders and a kiss when you're trying to kill Buddy. Right. And also Buddy getting third in the all-time final scores list as well. So I missed 3 things there. Maybe I'm a jinx. When I turn up, Collingwood start coming back. Behind for Sydney. Chance for Collingwood. Oh dear. Not now. Ads on the barrier telling me to go to Melbourne. My next trip is to the US. 11 points! Oh boy. I say my next trip's to the US. I'm going somewhere in January and in February. So my next trip after that is the US. Buddy Mark. That was brilliant. He's turned up now, buddy. Was very quiet against Melbourne. Well, it wasn't quiet, but in terms of point scoring, quiet. But he was definitely got some. He definitely got attention with with a certain battle he had. He's equaled Jack Titus. Buddy Franklin has arrived, sir! This is a nice stadium. I've been there. I did a tour there. It's very nice. Even though it was a cricket tour, I still enjoyed it. I'd love to see a game here. Oh yeah, Mask. I mean, you probably already know actually, but because you follow him. But Rob Reacts is at this game. He's there. He's here somewhere. You can try and look for him. Hopefully, he's getting a vlog up. Collingwood might want to have a good second and third quarter because they're playing against the best final quarter team in the comp. You don't want to get to the last quarter behind Sydney, oh boy. That umpire is losing his voice. Anyone else hear that? Maybe I just noticed the wrong things, but at least twice now his voice is cracked. Go. 23 points. Sydney just got to keep doing this. Looked like Buddy was dead earlier in the game. Now it's unstoppable. Whether he plays great or badly, you know, he could always thump a few goals out of nowhere. I needed the ball to leave the field. I'll be right back. I need to give something for a delivery. Back. As you can probably tell, I just woke up. Well, I work a quarter time. 50-meter penalty. It's in the chair it got just for that. Well, they didn't get a goal out of it, so that's one good thing for Collingwood. But yeah, point. Whether that decision was fair or not, I'm not complaining. Almost. So Heaney just got like dragged over. They're gonna get away with it, yeah? I was freaking Collingwood. Oh, piss off. Free kick Collingwood! Get out of here! I was about to start laughing because commentators are going to get away with it and then they gave the ball away, but it's a free kick. My check, that's a good mark there. McCreary. Straight kick. I think you can get this one in. Go Collingwood! Is its game on again? Collingwood scored 50 points in the entire game in round 22. It's free. Let me put a poll in the chat. Good mark. From Warner. You watching the football earlier? What, you mean the AFLW or? Warner! What are you doing? What are you doing, man? Ah! Collingwood fans calling for 50. $50. 50 meters. This one should not be a miss. Will we get a simple goal, or will we get one of the worst misses of the finals? There's a few contenders for that. Goal. 25 points. Collingwood have not kicked it behind. That's quite an interesting statistic. This little lad. Heaney mark, yes. Beautiful, mate. Just absolutely stupendous. It's just incredible. It's not the easiest kick. I mean, he can do it, obviously. I'm acting like it's really far out. It's not. But I'm saying, like, you know, with the misses we've seen, it's possible. But Heaney gets the goal. It's 31 points. There's another YouTuber. Oh, True Football or True? Do you mean True Video or True Football? Because I watch True Footy whenever I can. Free kick? No. I don't think he'd give it, but I was just trying to... Just give it to them. Let's have a Sydney victory. No. To be fair, I'd rather a close game, but, you know, obviously I want Sydney to win. So, you know, you can't have all of it. You can't have everything in life. Have they really though? Have they got all the answers? Did you guys just see that from Papley? What are you doing? Are you alright? Bro! You could have made it 37 points! And now it could be 25! Unbelievable, I tell you. No, it's a behind, it's 30 points. What was Papley doing? Papley was playing like it was a Evolution 2 challenge. I need to get this this guy all the goals in the game. Let's pass to him. Oh, it's failed. Absolutely unbelievable. Well, they say the third is the championship quarter. Sorry, the premiership quarter. Oh, that is the alarm. Twilight. Damn. Not quite from Cox. Ball up, I assume. You'd like to do a vlog about Pine Lake Store later. If you want to, go for it, you know? Probably be quite fun going to the store, you know, checking out what's there. You know, my granddad recently has been. My mum tells me my granddad has my YouTube channels playing on his television. He used to watch the news all the time, now he just watches me. But he's recently been watching my Australia vlogs because he didn't realise I had another channel for my vlogs. He was just like, "You were scared of that tiger, but not of the lion." which was kind of ironic because the line was a lot bigger. But yeah. Well, 30 points, half time. The Magpies do have a kick. This is a huge kick though, this is not... I'm not sure about this one, Chief. No score. Well... I can't find the Franklin one. I look it up and I see Maynard wiping the oil off him. It was just on the broadcast, was it? Where? Let me watch the goals from the first quarter. Parker, nice goal. Very nice, mate. Nice goal, Stevens. Ryan Clark, nice goal. Sorry, I'm rewatching. If you just joined, I'm rewatching the goals. Are you referring to when Maynard took him down? Or I just saw Buddy get taken down by Maynard. I just thought you meant that, but I don't know. Unless you meant something else. Reviewer says, "Can I say hello to your friend?" Who? I ain't falling for your wordplay. Great goal. Great goal, Papley. That fourth goal was great. Austin Elliott, very nice finish. Elliott with the set shots. Alright, I just missed another Sydney goal, right? From the centre bounce, let's go. Because it seemed like they got a goal straight from the centre bounce. The umpire fell over. Before Sydney's 5th goal, the umpire fell over. That was funny. On the centre bounce, he fell over. Great passage of play here, to be fair, after Collingwood's 2nd goal. What a goal. What a goal. That was great. And there was still like 2 more goals in the score. There's 3 minutes left. And apparently straight from the bounce, the Magpies got a goal. Wow. Wow. They were like, you scored a great goal, one of the best goals of the season. Let's respond straight away with an even better goal. That's what Collingwood did. 6 seconds apparently after Sydney got a goal. That's funny. And the last one I assume is a body set shot. Because I, rewinded, body mark. No, that was Reed, not Buddy. Clearly I'm blind. And there you go. I've now gone through what I missed. Because I watched the start of the 2nd quarter when I was setting up the stream. Did I see the link? What, in the chat? There's no link in the chat. So maybe YouTube blocked it out. Who was it with? Like, who was the guy taking him out? Was it Jamie Elliott? I searched Buddy Franklin assaulted, and all I see is tweets about Donald Trump. Have I missed something? 21st September 2009. Hawthorn has confirmed star forward Lance Buddy Franklin was physically assaulted at Perth Bar last night. Right. Fox, Footy. I think I watched the wrong clip, wait. Is it the one where he's getting under Buddy's skin early? That tweet. Sadly, the boundary line has the initial win and then they go toe to toe. he pushed him over the board. Buddy's like, what are you doing, mate? You alright? Sydney's 11-7-73 is the highest half-time score kicked on Collingwood since round 21 2013, which was Hawthorn 12-5. That's actually quite a great statistic, and because it's Hawthorn, I'm going to retweet that. So 87% of you reckon Sydney will win, and it's looking like it at the moment. The third quarter will determine whether the Magpies can come back. They've got to at least reduce the margin a little bit. I don't think they necessarily have to have the greatest quarter, but it's got to be less than 30 points. If they can make it below 20 points, whole quarter to go. I mean, you can come back from 30 points in a quarter, but I'm just thinking, I don't think they'll do it in this game against the best last quarter team. Away. Don't retweet post marking Collingwood. Nah, I won't jinx them. I'm all good, mate. What do you mean? Oh yeah, I saw Eddie Betts with the Geelong team yesterday on Instagram, and just like, what's going on there? he was wearing a Geelong jumper and everything. I was just like, I don't know how to feel about this. He was on the field as well with Geelong players. Let me check if I can get some breakfast. I'm not going to go out, but I think I have something in the fridge. Hang on. I'll be back. Right. The second half is about to begin. Does the start Collingwood needed? They got a mark. Straight kick. Could be, should be a goal. Darcy Cameron. Can he get the go? Yes. No. No, he cannot. I was convinced he'd get a goal. This is not the start Collingwood would have needed. This is not at all, mate. No, not one bit. Looking to see how long it took for the score to update. £30 points again. McDonald. There's a mark. This one should be a goal. This one. We should get a goal here. Go. 80 pints to 42. Not the start that the Magpies would have wanted, but they still have time to respond. Super Girls on Foxtel coverage. Sydney and Power for Women's Day. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. I didn't get on TV at all for any AFL games. Even though I was right behind the goal for one of them. Maybe I was, but I just didn't notice. Actually, wait. No, I think Mars did notice me after a Hawthorn game, but like I don't think it was fully me. I think it was just like half of me, but I was there. I don't know if that counts though. I've been on TV for Arsenal games, like 3 or 4 times. So at least I got something. Like the Retro Guernsey, thank you. Thank you, Nefta No Trumps. I don't think I pronounced that right. This was the most expensive thing I bought in Australia. I was just like, how much is it? I'll take one. This thing made a regular Guernsey look cheap. Elliot misses. This is not the sort of form that the Magpies need. They need goals. They need goals. That's my alarm. My alarm says that the Magpies need goals. Love it, chanting Sydney. At least it's not Collingwood. Geelong Sydney will be a good grand final, you know. Assuming that is, I mean, you never know, could come back. But I don't want that week 1 game again. It was a great game, but we don't need Collingwood Geelong twice in the same final series. Okay, Geelong Sydney will be great, I think. But I might be leaning towards Geelong winning the flag. Just they look pretty impressive. Although Sydney will be very good as well, will be very strong. So, and they don't play the G badly either. So you know, it could be a ripper of a game. Just put a bet on Geelong to win the Premiership. You either win money or Geelong lose. I guess. What are the odds on that anyway? Like, it's not going to be like... They'll probably be favourites, wouldn't they? Even if I put like £10 on that, what would I win? £12? As in £2 profit? Not even that, probably. Nick Dacos, he carries a legendary name. He needs to score a goal to get his team back in the game. And he does deliver a goal. It would be a Dacos. They need more. They need more. $1.62. So even Sydney at 250. Yeah. Okay. According to the flag, is 20. Yeah, I don't think that's worth the bet. Oh, they're giving it away. They're giving it away. They gave it away. They gave it to them. They gave it to them. Way to ruin your own momentum. The Magpies were on top. And then they do that. And literally, I went to read the comment, and then I look back, and they're giving the ball away. I'm just like, what you doing? I'm not complaining, but yeah. Usually put on a first goal kicker bet and a Norm Smith bet, get decent odds for them. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Medical sub, eh? What's up, Mason? Oh, it's a behind. I honestly thought that Pat Lee just scored one of the best goals of the finals. That was incredible. Dennis said behind. I'm just like, for a second I thought he got it. Whoa, Jesus. Sorry. So I got my pedals below me for when I play F1, and I had my foot on one of them. My foot slipped. That was the bang you heard. I hurt my foot as well. God's sake. I didn't realize my foot was on the pedal. It's just a natural thing now. Even I haven't played it since before I went to Australia. Haven't turned my PS5 on since July, I think. Or any console. Unless my PC counts as a console, but I haven't played games on that either. Swans trying to get something. The Magpies defending okay. That Maya check kick doesn't even go in anywhere. No behind either. Unlucky though. That wasn't a bad miss. It was a good idea. Just unlucky. Magpies goal. It's the other Dacos. I see a wild Mason Cox. Well, I guess they're closer than they were at three-quarter time by a point. There's an actor. I can't. There's a Hollywood actor that looks like Hickey. I can't remember what his name was. But he reminds me so much of someone. I just can't put my head to it. He also looks like a YouTuber I watch, a New Zealand YouTuber called How to Dad. He looks like him as well. But there's someone else in Hollywood. It looks like. Ball up again. Definitely looks like the Magpies are more likely to get the next goal. Sydney just got to weather the storm. Try and do something. But at the moment, they can't really get it out. Ah! Ah! Dacos behind. 28 points. $50 Sydney. Because Collingwood's always staged massive comebacks. So what you're saying is we're going to have a blockbuster last quarter because we got the comeback kings versus the best last quarter team. So we could get a great last quarter. Is that what you're saying? Very good mark. See, look at Gideon's Guernsey, right? We need more long sleeve Guernseys. Yeah, I'd buy them all. Well, just the Hawthorn ones, but yeah. It's a goal. 22 points. Was there a screen of the race? Yeah, there were two. Well, I mean, there were lots, but like there were two in the where I was. Well, I mean, there was three, but like one I couldn't see. One was like in front of us, below us, and people standing on the grass could look back. But yeah, there was two that I could see. The only thing I would have changed is I would have sat higher up, in the same position higher up, because we didn't quite see the pit stops quite clearly because we were like right at the front of that stand. Let's see. Bing is so useless, you know. I asked Bing, what's the flight time from here to there? It doesn't answer the question. It says how long it takes in a car. Why do I need to know that? I go on Google, it tells me straight away. This is why no one uses Bing. Bloody idiots. Magpies are here. They're coming. Weather the storm, please, Swans. Good mark, good mark. That's good. Am I going to see NASCAR in America? That would be an experience. I would like to watch that live. I've been trying to get into that, but yeah, I just haven't had the chance to watch it. I love good motor racing. Obviously, F1 is the pinnacle of that. But yeah, NASCAR's an interesting one as well. If I got a car, it would need to be delayed by airports and find taxis. I need to learn to drive first. Still need to put those lessons. Heaney, after the siren kick, this would settle some of the nerves. And would be 28 points again, which is pretty damn good. There's a siren. When you consider that the Magpies have been better this quarter, they just have been better. For Sydney to only lose 2 points would be, you know, a good weathering of the storm. I predict he will miss. All the polls going down. Less people think Sydney will win now, for some reason. Oh, he's hit it behind. No, he's hit a goal. It's behind. It's behind. Okay, well, it's 23 points. Right, I'll end the poll there. 81% of you, 80% of you. Well, I think this poll's wrong. 81% of you said Sydney would win. Oh yeah, if they don't win, it's your fault. Well, slow was it? Slow? I'd love to watch the India 500. That sounds pretty cool. I actually want to see an F1 race in America now. They got 3 tracks next year. They got Miami, Las Vegas, and the normal Texas one. I don't want to go to Miami. I want to go to Miami. I want to see Miami Beach, but like I don't really want to go to the Miami race because like I'm not a big fan of that track. But they got Las Vegas next year. They're gonna shut down Las Vegas, like the strip, the Las Vegas strip. They're gonna shut that down to make a track, and that's gonna be in like November. I'd love to go to that, but Vegas is expensive as it is. Can you imagine an F1 ticket over there? My word, probably the most expensive F1 ticket ever. But the Texas one, I could do that one. I like that track. The only tracks which aren't circles. They do. The one in Texas is called Circuit of the Americas. But the Miami and the Vegas ones, they're street races. They transform streets into a track. So those are a bit different. I like those tracks. Apart from Monaco. Monaco is a street circuit that's just very bizarre. It's iconic, but it's bizarre. I don't know how it's such a popular race, to be honest. And the Saudi Arabia one, that one's quite fast paced. Singapore. F1 seems to like street tracks. They keep adding more of those to the fixture. But yeah, America's got at least one. They got the Texas one. Careful if I go to Los Angeles, I might get shot. That's basically every state apart from New York. maybe Washington. I'd love to go to Washington. You know, I want to see the White House in person. I just want to go there and take a photo. That's it. I'll just go to a state in the US and take a day trip to Washington, take a photo outside the White House, and then go home. I want to go to what do you call it? Yellowstone. It's a super volcano. If it erupts, all of America is effed, and the whole world's climate changes. The volcano is that big, right? I want to go there because it's a national park on top of the volcano. I'm just like, I can go to national park and I'll be like, I've been to volcano, guys. But it's like a middle of nowhere. It's like a 5-hour flight from like the East Coast. Probably about the same from the West Coast. It's just, you can't do a day trip there. What if my plane flies into a tornado? I mean, that would be quite bizarre, wouldn't it? When was the last time that happened to anyone? Surely they can detect those things. I mean, they can't detect a tornado, but like, surely they'd be told, they'd be warned, if that was around. A lot of things can get you there, man. They got rattlesnakes. They've got bloody earthquake possibilities, hurricanes. You go in the sea in California, you might get eaten by a shark. It's just there's alligators walking around in Florida. Like it's just, and let's not get started on Florida Man. Yeah, Florida Man is quite crazy, isn't he? Florida Man is so crazy. He's multiple people. You know, I'd like to go to Florida to like see Miami, but like I look at Miami, I think nice city. Very good beach, and that's it. I'd probably spend like 2 days there, probably. And if I went to Orlando, there's Disney World, Universal Studios, and SeaWorld, but they're all theme parks. and I don't like roller coasters. So like, why would I do that if I can just go to Disneyland in Paris, which is like maybe like £30 on a flight, and I'll be there. £30 on a flight and a taxi to Disneyland, or I can get a train to Disneyland. There's trains to Disneyland from London. They're gonna cancel those soon. Apparently, they're gonna apparently not make enough money from those trains, so they're putting more trains to Amsterdam in the Netherlands. But they're still going to Paris. They got a stop in Paris, Disneyland. There's a train called Eurostar that goes from London to Europe, mainland Europe. So one goes to Disneyland, one goes to just to Paris in general, one goes to Amsterdam, and one goes to, I think, Belgium. I'm not doing a storm chaser tour, mate. I ain't going near tornadoes. Who do you think I am? Tornadoes are one thing I'll be like, I'll look at it from a distance. We've had a couple of those in England, you know. There's one in Birmingham, England, like 10 years ago. Wasn't a huge one, but it was around. Knocked a few houses down. Why am I so worried about sharks in my videos? I mean, literally, like, last week, there was one in Perth. There was a shark attack in Perth. And someone died in November in Perth. So that's just in Perth. I'm pretty sure that's just in one beach in Perth, actually. I'm fairly certain there's a lot of shark attacks every year. It happens. What about other people that weren't killed by sharks? Yeah, but by that logic, you can say, oh, billions have not been killed by a lion. But if you go to the wild, if you go to the wild and go into their territory, you're probably dead. It doesn't mean that lions aren't terrifying just because they don't kill most people. I say this as I literally scratched one. I gave a fully grown lion a scratch last month. I can't believe it. I just remember. I just think about it sometimes. Just like I really scratched the mane of a fully grown lion, and it was safe. That's a day I never forget. No goal for Collingwood. The kick was way too far out. It's behind. 22 points. 4 goals is more than possible. They've got 18 minutes. They can do it in 6. So, you know, Sydney needs some goals. Since 1797, only 38 people have been killed by sharks. Yeah, but there's still a chance of it happening. I've literally named two just in Perth within the last 12 months, and one was last week. I think one was just an attack, but yeah. And you're just talking about the ones that have been killed. Some people have been attacked, and lost limbs or whatever, and they're still alive. If I want to go for a swim in the sea, I'll wait for next year in June, and I'll go to a beach in England. There's no sharks in England. I mean, there are, but they're not deadly and they don't come near the shore. So, I mean, they are deadly, but they're not great whites. I mean, you get what I mean. They're small. We have sharks, but small sharks, and they don't come near the shore. So in Britain, it's pretty safe. You go to Blackpool Beach in the northwest, or you go down south to Bournemouth or Brighton, or Southampton, or Southend, or Plymouth, or Torquay. We have a Torquay as well. You go to one of those beaches, you're fine, as long as it's warm. There's a good beach in the east as well. I can't remember what it's called. Most of the time from lightning, I'm more likely than a shark attack. Yeah, well, yeah. I live in England. We have a lot of rain, but you know, the lightning ain't that bad. My odds of dying as a plane passenger is more likely. Yeah, but like by that logic, I shouldn't travel at all because plane's the safest form of travel in terms of like a vehicle. Maybe I should just not get in any taxis or buses or trains ever. The train could derail, so let me walk to work. Also, how do these statistics work exactly? Because if we're talking like logistics, right? What if your plane crashes into the sea and you escape, and then a shark attacks you? Would that count as as both, or would it count as a plane crash death or a shark death? I have questions. If your plane crashes and you survive and you get in by a shark, does that count as a plane crash fatality or a shark fatality? That's what I want to know. Train safer than plane? I don't think it is. You must take risks. I don't think swimming in the sea really applies. Really, I don't. I can swim in the sea in England. I don't really like. Yeah, sure, the weather's warmer in Australia, but I can swim in a swimming pool as well. I don't see. Go Collingwood! Go Collingwood! 16 points, 15 minutes. I don't think swimming in the sea counts as one of those like life risks. If you could choose between swimming in the sea next to your home with no possibility of a shark attack versus swimming in the sea on the other side of the world where there's no shark attacks that happen, what's the difference? It's still swimming in the sea, except one is you're less likely to die. You've swum in the sea thousands of times. Yeah, but it's safer in Victoria. Go and swim in WA. Sydney, please. Sydney, please. A good defensive mark. Sydney need to go ASAP. One month ago, been attacked by a shark in Cornwall. What type of shark was this? Because we don't have great whites. So what attacked him? A baby shark? What's going on? Plus, he probably went far out. Like, if you go to British Beach, there's like a... I mean, you have it in Australia as well, actually, but I'm pretty sure. But there's like a red safe line. There's like a red thing. I don't know what they're called. Red balls in the sea. If you go past that line, that's where the unsafe zone is. Up to there, you're fine. I've been quite far out in British seas, and not even a flipping jellyfish. We do have those in England as well. Our seawater's so dirty, you know, you can't see anything below. I'd swim in Cornwall. Dacos behind. The Magpies are surging and I don't like it. Where's the best fourth quarter team in the comp? They're not here. They've not turned up. They've gone quiet. They did their fourth quarter form in the first quarter. Sydney, 3 of the last 10 scores. The first of those last 10 scores was their last goal. I would much rather go on roller coasters, even the most terrifying ones, than swim in WA or California or Africa, because that's also where great whites are. I mean, like, I think southeast of Africa, Indian Ocean just generally, and also Pacific. I'd love to see a blue whale, you know. See a blue whale jump out of the sea, that would be cool. Also, like, one of the things I want to do in Australia is that jumping croc thing. In Darwin, they got, like, huge saltwater crocs, and they have a name for each one. And you can go on a boat, and the boat will, like, have meat hanging out from the side, and the croc will jump out at you, and to take the meat. I want to do that. But as soon as it comes to, you know, swimming in where great whites are, nah. Nah. I'm already scared of anything edge experiences. I'd rather do that than swim with a shark. Zoos with loud noises. That was different. I love zoos. I went into dog enclosure and I heard barking behind me. I was just like, what's that about? Because, like, in zoos, you see, like, them taking, like, dingoes out for walks, for example, like, walks across the zoo. So I thought maybe, there was something coming, but I wasn't scared of zoos with loud noises. It was just a jump scare. I went into dog enclosure, like, where's the dogs? And there was barking behind me. It just made me jump, that's all. Theme parks, finding a girlfriend. I'd still rather try either of those things than swim with a shark. You're comparing swimming with killer sharks to finding a girlfriend. They're two different things. Theme parks as well. Yeah, of course, there could be a broken screw and your roller coaster could fall apart, sure. But, like, I'm 99% of the time, I'm getting back safe. I just have a bit of a mild attack. Collingwood miss. Yes, that's nice. That's what I need to see. 14 points. Sharks don't want to kill people. They will if they're hungry enough. What do you mean? They can smell blood a mile away. They smell that blood, they're coming. They don't care if you're human or a bloody whatever else they eat. Fish. I think you're confusing sharks with orcas with killer whales. Killer whales tend to be more friendly with humans, apart from the ones that humans try to, the ones that humans try to kill. But like generally, if humans haven't harmed them, orcas are the ones that like humans, and like to swim with them as well sometimes, and they also hunt down sharks. So, I think you're confusing the two species, because it's not sharks that don't want to kill humans. I'll tell you that much. Come on. Every time Sydney attack, I'm thinking, yes, do something, do something. Magpies win it back. Halfway through the last quarter. They don't care about human blood, but they still go for humans, right? Of course. "2022 has had 38 shark attacks in the US. Papley, yes. No, it's not a mark. It's not a mark. It's not a mark. It's the free. He's got a free, I think. I don't know if it... Whatever. Mark free. I don't care. Get a goal, please. I don't need a Collingwood grand final, alright? We don't need Collingwood Geelong. You know how much I'd suffer during that game for 2 hours. Of those 38 shark attacks, 2 were provoked. So, 36 unprovoked attacks just in the US. But they don't go for humans. Of course they don't. Papley! Yes! Oh yes! Thank you! Thank you! Let's calm down. Let's relax. Let's defend better. Right? Let's get another goal and finish them off. Okay? Because I don't need the Magpies in the grand final. Okay? No. No. Geelong winning the flag, by the way. Geelong winning the flag. Oh my god, I'm going to be sitting there as a sad Hawthorn fan at the end of the next game. Geelong winning the flag, guys. It's happening. I'm sorry. Sydney have been great, but Geelong winning the flag. Mark Roberts' video proves it. No, it doesn't prove anything, because there's still shark attacks. What are those shark attacks about then? Are they being dared to do it by their whale friends? What's going on? If they're hungry, they'll go for you. It's like a lion. Like, lions don't actively eat humans, but if it's hungry enough and you're there, it'll eat you. It's behind. It's still 21 points. It doesn't change much really, but yeah. Get like 3 more behinds and then you get an extra goal cushion. 4 behinds and, get an even bigger cushion than that. So I can Mark Roberts swam with 300 sharks and nothing happened. Just because he's swum with 300 sharks and nothing happened doesn't mean that sharks don't attack people. How do you know they weren't hungry? How do you know this wasn't like a planned thing? There are people that are friends with lions. You see videos of lions hugging people, but those same lions probably would eat other people if they were hungry enough. Heaney, good mark. Very good mark. Very good mark. Come on, Heaney. Nah, it's a behind. It's not an easy kick, but... Oh, it's not even a behind. Oh, my days. 57 reported shark attacks this year, as of August 9th. And there was one last week in Perth, so... A British boy needed 3-hour operation, mate, in the Bahamas. Another one in Egypt. Bloomin' heck. Sharks are dangerous. What do you mean? Anything that can kill you by in a bite, anything that can kill you just by you even like seriously harm you by biting you is dangerous. You don't have to kill something to be dangerous. A human is dangerous. I've never killed anything, but I could be dangerous. What if I joined the army? I'd be dangerous, wouldn't I, with a gun? But anyone can be dangerous. But animals especially, like, they don't even need weapons. That makes it even more terrifying. A gorilla's dangerous, but I'm not going to get killed by a gorilla, am I? Because the only gorillas I see are in zoos. Last year, people drowned in the sea in the UK. Yeah, but like, I spent my whole childhood learning to swim, and yes, I don't swim that much now, but like, I still remember like how to swim, how like if you're wearing clothes, you're more likely to drown. It's like I learned. I was trained on swimming. I was not trained how to fight a shark in the ocean. And obviously, like people who drown, that is, you know, it's a tragic thing, of course. But that's not a reason for me to not go in the sea. That's not going to scare me off. But deadly sharks, yes. But there's plenty of sea where you can go and there's no trouble. So the mark has been paid. Oh dear. 5:40 to go. 5:40 to go. Go, Collingwood. Just pinging your poll in the chat. This is a great game, this. You can drown in 6 inches of water. What? How? If someone drowns you, or if you like fall over and you pass out. That's extremely unlikely, mate.
Swan says 5 minute sign. It's 5:25, mate. It's not a 5 minute sign yet. What do you mean? Now it's 5 minutes. Anzac Day 09 comeback, this time for the Pies. Calm down, mates. Just relax a little bit. Come on. One Sydney goal, please. Okay, no. Collingwood are on the attack! No! Mark dropped, but he's got the kick. It's a Hoskin Elliott goal. $9 points, 4 minutes. Please, no Collingwood Granny, no, please. Please. No. No. Come on. There's no one there! What are you doing? They've given that goal away to them. That after the siren third quarter kick is turning out to be a little bit more key than they might have liked. behind. Oh my days! Hang on. I had to screenshot something. This is very worrying. This is very worrying. Body mark. Right, Sydney are playing a bit defensive now. To me, it seems a bit risky, but, you know, play on, go. Hickey mark, that's big. That's big. "51 seconds. It's in the right sort of area for Sydney, but all it takes is one little Collingwood breakaway. If there's a goal, there'll be one more. If there's any more goals in this, there'll be one more. Could Collingwood pull it off? "43 seconds. Oh no, 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 no! "23 seconds. 23 seconds. "18 seconds. Post. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. 1 point. It's done. It's done. It's done. The Magpies are out. That's all I needed. What a game. That ending was incredible. That ending was incredible. One behind. I was talking about the third quarter after siren kick, but that was actually a key point actually, when you think about it now. It looked like it might be a bad thing that it missed, but actually that point actually helped them win the game. Well, I mean, all I'm saying is it may have been closer than I anticipated, but as I told you, the Swans at the SCG would win. So I was right about that. I should have put a bet down 2 weeks ago. Sydney to reach around final. That was an incredible game, especially towards the end. And I missed the quarter as well, because the game was at 7:45 a.m. And next week it's a normal game, right? It's gonna be like 5 in the morning. Good luck to me, because I'll be working till 10. Watch about 5 in the morning, then go to work again on that Saturday. Beat them in Collingwood style. Just the one behind. That's all it was. That was the difference. Let me put a quick poll up. Personally, I think Geelong, but I think Sydney got a good chance of doing something as well. Amazing, I always forget to take off work to the grand final. Take off 20 days holiday. Yeah, but I used up all my days on because I wanted to travel this year. I've always wanted to. That's always been like a life aspiration of mine since I was quite young, to travel the world. I knew Europe was like flights to Europe are so cheap, so I just thought, oh, let's book a few of these things because like it's mainly like hotels. You can get a good price on hotels, but it's spending money you got to worry about. If you can get spending money like sorted, you can go on a lot of trips to Europe. So I did that. And then I thought, let's go to Australia as well. Let's up the levels because I saved money up. So yeah, next year I want to go to the US. Oh yeah, and also my first F1 experience. So I did that, and then go to Manchester for a weekend. And I've run out of days. Plus, because the grand final was like really early in the morning, and there was no chance I would miss it if I was working. I just thought to myself, if the grand final was a night game, I would have thought, yeah, let's book the day off. But it's not a night game. You can watch the whole game, still have some hours left, and go to work. So it's not as bad. In hindsight, I think we got the best possible grand final. Just putting it out there. Freo would not have won. Richmond, no. Western Bulldogs, not this year. Who was the other team in the... Brisbane. I don't think Brisbane would have done well in the grand final. Then you get to the top four. I don't want to see Collingwood Geelong again. We got it in week 1. It was a great game, but let's not have the same game twice. Melbourne, not as good as last year, although I wanted them to win. And then you got Geelong and Sydney. I think we got the best possible game for the final. Guess there's no big surprise either because, the two teams that finished top 4 and won in week 1 are in the grand final. Although it was a bit closer for one of them. So we got 3 people saying Sydney, 2 saying Geelong. Interesting. Well, now I got to think about how I'm going to make my grand final preview. Because I want to do something different this year, but I'm just thinking, like, what am I going to do? That's going to be fun. Well, we had 2 blowouts out of what? 8 games? That's not bad. We had 6 very good finals games. And we got 1 more left. It's gonna be great. I hope. And I'm hoping for Sydney win because I don't want to siege long on the flag, but I think they will, unfortunately. So, yeah. Rob reacts to the MCG vlog. That's cool. On his vlogging channel. So, I think I'll end the stream there. Got more time in the day this time. I got the weekend off work, but yeah, this is good. This is good, especially that ending. Definitely had me on edge, and I'm glad Sydney won in the end. So yeah, Collingwood were almost there though. They were close. They were almost there. They just couldn't quite get there. Just couldn't quite. But yeah, let me end this poll. Where's the Collingwood choke song? Because it wasn't a grand final. But okay. I love it when Collingwood choke. It's football's greatest joke. They've lost more grand finals than any other team. Today it's a prelim, but still. There you go. That, you wanted the song, there it is. Gee whiz. Hello, Grasston. How you doing? Who's winning the Premiership, guys? I've ended the poll, but most of you said Sydney. The stream shall end here. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Lions lost, but my Hawks will be back soon. Give it about 3 years, we'll be back. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Hopefully Geelong do not win the flag, even though they might. But yeah, hopefully a great grand final next week. Goodbye.